Hey everybody! So last night the NHL's draft lottery took place. I'm filming this on Saturday. That happened on Friday, and turns out it was good for Montreal. It was probably the worst case scenario for how the turnout could be because the first overall pick is going to go to one of the teams that loses in the qualifying round, and Montreal could potentially be one of those teams. So Montreal potentially could be first overall pick. They have to go through another round, phase two, where they're going to redraw that draft lottery win. And one of those 8 teams that don't win in the qualifying round will get that pick. So Montreal potentially is there. If they don't beat Pittsburgh, they have a shot, just a shot. Now, if they don't get that and they don't beat Pittsburgh, they'll be in ninth. If they beat Pittsburgh and lose in the first round, they'd be in 16th. I might be missing a pick here, but they could pick 28th if they go to the Final Four. And if they lose the Stanley Cup in the finals, 30th. And if they win the Stanley Cup, they get 31st pick. So potentially there's 6 picks that we know Montreal could possibly be making. So I thought I'd take a look at who they might pick if they have these picks. Just a way of saying it, not well. Okay, so I think I'll get right into it. And if you're gonna get first pick, I mean, there's not much to figure out. It's going to be Alexis Lafreniere. I don't see how any team gets this pick and doesn't take Lafreniere. Lafreniere, I guess, potentially could be a bust. Any player that has not played in the NHL could potentially be a bust. But it's very unlikely. He's definitely the one guy that's very unlikely that he's not going to be a superstar player. The other guys, even if you go next one down, Quinton Byfield or Tim Stützle, just as easily as they could be like Lafreniere, they might not be as good, and they could be in the next level down. But it looks like Lafreniere is the cream of the crop, and I don't see how anybody who potentially has that pick go somewhere else and pick someone else. I don't. I can see Byfield dropping to 3rd or 4th, but I can't see Lafreniere dropping anywhere. So there you go. If they get the first overall pick, Montreal's going to get Lafreniere. And look, that's going to be absolutely fantastic. All the Habs fans are going to be ecstatic, and for good reason. And it's better than I think we could have hoped for that they would have a chance at it, right? Because they weren't going to walk away at the draft lottery with first pick. It wasn't possible. They would have to get it through this phase 2. And so they potentially have that. We will find out after the qualifying round. They're gonna do the phase 2 draw, and somebody's gonna get that pick. So if Montreal gets it, it's Lafreniere. If they don't, they're gonna be in 9th place. So if they lose to Pittsburgh and they don't get the first pick, they're gonna have the 9th pick. Who could that be? For me, I kind of see 2 people there. One, I'm not 100% sure he'll be there, and that's the only defenseman that I've got them picking possibly in the first round, and that's Jake Sanderson. But I really don't think Jake Sanderson is going to be there. I really don't. So I'm going to go with, and maybe a surprise because I was not leaning towards this guy at all, and one of the subscribers, Alexander, he said he's seen Lundell a number of times, and he really thinks he'll be a perfect fit in Montreal, and he really hopes that they'll get this guy. So it's Anton Lundell. I guess I said it. I'll just put the last names. So I think potentially in 9th place, Lundell gets picked by Montreal. He is a center, shoots left. He's 6'1", 185 pounds, so he's not a huge guy, but he's not a small guy. Same size as Lafreniere, as a matter of fact. He's from Finland. So he should easily fit in well here, especially with the Finnish players. Montreal seems to like Finnish players. Us fans seem to like Finnish players. He's been playing in their top league, Liga. So that means he's been playing with men, which is great, in 44 games, 10 goals, 18 assists, 28 points. Now, his skating seems to be the biggest knock on him. The only one I've got written here, it needs to improve. But skating can be taught. Skating can easily be taught. You work with a trainer, with a skating coach, whatever. You work hard in the off season, Nick Suzuki had the same knock on him, and in his first season, he didn't seem out of place with his skating at all. As a matter of fact, there were times where I think he surprised people that he was skating well like that. So that's not a problem for me. Offense, he's a playmaker, good stick handler, good shot, accurate. He's smart, and he's usually in the right spots. On D, strong two-way player and high hockey IQ, especially on defense. The comparison to him in this piece was Patrice Bergeron, but they kind of said not like they think he's going to be the next Patrice Bergeron, but stylistically and stuff like that, he's of that type. So could look good here in Montreal. Definitely a top two. He could potentially be top two center. And yeah, Anton Lundell. Like I said, I wasn't high on him because I had read a scouting report on him, but you know, it was on Twitter, so I don't know the validity of the scout, but I trust it because the guy that put it up there is also a scout, and I trust what he's saying. So the guy had a couple of knocks on Lundell, so I was kind of going with that, but we're gonna have to see who's right, right? Okay, 16th spot. So this means Montreal lost to Pittsburgh, beat Pittsburgh, but lost to the next team in the first round of the playoffs. So they made the playoffs, but lost in the first round. Not really the spot I want to be in, but there's a good player that I think will be there. It's kind of going to be tight. I think he's going to be picked somewhere in that vicinity, possibly a couple of spots up higher. And that's Seth Jarvis. Nope. I said I'm not doing first names. Jarvis. Seth Jarvis is a right wing. He shoots right. Born in Canada. I don't know why I didn't write the city down. I did for everybody else. 5'10", 172 pounds. So this could be maybe the reason why the Habs in the end might not pick a guy like Jarvis is that he's not as small as Cole Caulfield, but he's 5'10" is a little on the small side. And you can't teach size. Last season for the Portland Winterhawks in the WHL, 58 games, 42 goals, 56 assists, 98 points. He is an excellent skater, tough to knock off the puck, strong on his skates, pure sniper. And this could be the reason why they pick him, is that sniping ability. They need a goal scorer. I think it's kind of, if you're not picking Jake Sanderson, so you're not going on defense, the guy you pick has to be a guy who can put the puck in the net, or at the very least create a lot of offense. And Jarvis, as a pure goal scorer or a pure sniper, kind of fits the need. All the shots in the bag, so he's got all the shots with power and accuracy. He gets open, he's gritty, he's got quick hands and scores from all over the ice. He kills penalties as well. His anticipation is good. He's got good reads, quick transition to offense. Sounds like a really good player at 16th. If you're picking at 16th, it's not where we want to really be, right? But this sounds like a good guy that could be there at 16th. Next up, I'm going down with 28th. 28th, there's a local kid there that I really like. I don't know if he'll get picked a little higher. I've seen both where he'll get picked high in the first round or very early in the second round, so I don't know which one that's going to be. And it's Jacob Perot. Jacob Perot. He's got good pedigree. His father was an NHLer, Yannick Perot, and I believe Yannick Perot played here in Montreal. If not, he definitely was an NHLer. So he's got good pedigree. He is a center right wing. He shoots right. Like I said, he's from Montreal. 5'11", 192 pounds. So it's not bad height, but it's almost 6 feet and over really is what you're looking for. But he's not far off. He still could grow that extra inch. 192 pounds, so he's got some weight. He's not a guy that you say got to put on a lot of muscle and all that. He's there. He played for the Sarnia Sting last season. 57 games, 39 goals, 31 assists, 70 points. His skating, he's an elite skater. He's an elite skater, deadly on the rush and one-on-one situations. Offense, dangerous offensively, especially one-on-one. Slick hands, has all the shots. Good vision and hockey IQ, can quarterback the power play from the half boards. Good stick handler and can make plays. The one knock on him is defense is a work in progress. While defense can be taught, So, you know, he might not be able to. And look, at 28th, you're not really expecting a guy picked at 28th to be on your team next year. So it might take him 2 seasons to get here. But he's a guy that has a lot of really good things going for him. You work heavily with him on defense, and, you know, he could make it here. I like Jacob Perot. I also like that he's from Montreal. We don't have enough local kids on the team. We don't have enough Quebec players on the team. I don't want a team full of Quebec players. No. But I think we need to have another one if we can. You know, we can get a kid that's from here, that you know has the qualifications that you're looking for. I say go for it personally. Number 30. So 30 is a spot I really don't want them to be picking in because it means they lost the Stanley Cup in the finals. I don't want to be there. But, and this is a kid, I don't know that he'll be there. I really don't know that he'll be there. I have a feeling he might go, you know, I want to say about 10 picks higher, but I also have this weird feeling that this kid could drop. So, I don't know. We're going to find out. And that's Connor Zary. And yeah, I had him in my draft prospects videos as a potential perhaps to pick at 8th. But I did say that I didn't think he would get picked that high anyway. I don't know that he'll get picked this low either. But he's a kid I like. I hope he's, like, my gut kind of says he might drop. If they're picking there, I kind of hope he does drop and they get a guy like this. I don't have to turn around again. He's a center. He shoots left. He was born in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, so he's a good Canadian kid. 6 feet even, 180 pounds, so his size is decent. He played with the Kamloops Blazers last season. 57 games, 38 goals, 48 assists for 86 points. Skating, he's good but unconventional skater, so he's apparently got short, choppy stride. Strong backward skater, though, and he gets to the dirty areas on the ice. I don't know why they put that into a skating thing, but that's what they put in there. Offense works best in the dirty areas. So he gets to the dirty areas, and that happens to be where he does his best work, so that's good. Gets to the front of the net, good forechecker, strong stick handler, hard and accurate shooter, and he's got a quick release on his shot. Defense, he plays a 200-foot game, good back pressure, so I guess he's a good back checker. High hockey IQ in his own end, so second guy that they specified as high hockey IQ was in the defensive zone. He blocks shots. He's strong in the faceoff circle. And listen, if a guy like this is available at 30, that's who I want to see there. And like I said, I'm putting him here mostly because I have this weird feeling about him that he's going to drop. I could be wrong, obviously, but that's why I'm putting him here. So if you look at me and say, Connor Zary is going to go higher than that, yeah, he may. He definitely probably will, but I just have this weird feeling. So that leaves 31st. So this means Montreal wins the Stanley Cup. We're happy as hell. And it doesn't matter, really, at that point, right? Unless you were really hell-bent on them getting a really high pick, kind of like me, you're happy they won the Stanley Cup, but you're not liking that they have to pick 31st. But there's a pretty good pick here, and he's kind of listed as probably going in very early in the second round, but I kind of think he's going to go here. So even if it's not Montreal picking here, I think he's going to go somewhere near the end here. And that's Tyson Forester. Tyson Forester, what a weird way to spell Forster. He's a center right wing. He shoots right. He's 6'2", got good size, 194 pounds. So not like too underweight. Some guys that have that height at that age, they're, 175 pounds. It's not enough, but he's at least got a good start on getting to that probably 210-pound frame that he probably will have by the time he's in his early 20s. Born in Ontario. He played with the Barrie Colts last season in 62 games, 36 goals, 44 assists for 80 points. His skating needs work. So skating, like I said about Nick Suzuki, that's something can be worked on. It's not a problem. It doesn't mean that he can't make it and he can't be a good solid NHLer. Despite the fact, it said his speed and explosiveness he needs to work on, and he could use another gear. So his top end speed is just barely enough. He could use another gear, and that would really help him. Despite all this, he's very strong on his skates, and he's tough to knock off the puck. These are good things. Offense, he's a pure sniper. Has all the shots, and capable. He's also a capable passer and puck handler. But the funny thing about that is, I saw that, and then basically in the same paragraph, he goes to being having good vision and having a good vision, good passer. So he's either a capable passer or a good passer, but apparently able to, even through traffic, get a puck tape to tape. Good reads and anticipation. On defense, he's good defensively. Effective back checker, usually in the right position. His active stick blocks off passing lanes and causes turnovers. Uses his size to his advantage in the defensive zone. So Tyson Forester sounds like a good pick, especially up around 31st. So that's who I'm going for. Depending where they're going to finish. And don't ask me why it's such a big drop here. I hadn't thought that through. There might be another spot where they could pick. So, beat me up in the comments on that. I'm sorry about that. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Also, while you're down there in the comment section, let me know what you think. Who would you put in these positions? Who do you agree with me on? Who do you disagree with me? And let me know in the comment section who you would put and the reasons why. And that's it. So thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. What do I usually say here? I think that's it, right? Please stay safe out there. Watching more Talking Habs videos. Wear a mask if you're going to be in crowded areas. And yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching. Peace out. Have a great weekend because I'm filming this on Saturday. And I'll see you next video.